This video went viral on Twitter. It's the perfect encapsulation of who Amy Klobuchar is. I wish I could give credit to whoever originally edited this and sent it out there, but it's over Twitter, all over Twitter in so many different places. I don't know who made the initial video. So anyway, without further ado, here's Amy Klobuchar being Amy Klobuchar.
Sent out a tweet. He made fun of me for talking about climate change in the middle of a blizzard, and he called me Snow Woman. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Sometimes, if you haven't noticed, you use a little humor. Like when he called me Snow Woman at my announcement in the middle of that thing, I wrote back on Twitter, I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back, I tweeted back, the science is on my side. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare. I'd like to see how your hair fares in a blizzard. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Mr. Umbrella Man. And he called me Snow Woman. So I wrote back, I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard.
Oh my God. Oh, bro, what? Oh, man. That's like, that really gives me the vibe of like, almost like they created a character who's the person at the office that has zero personality, but they think they're the shit. And like, you're watching a sitcom and they walk in the room, or you walk in the room at one point and they're at the end of telling a joke and all you hear is like, and so then I says to him, that's not a ferret. And you got the forced laughter from that. Funny. That's what that reminds me of. Somebody with zero personality who thinks they're the shit. Like, it's okay. Embrace your, like, loserness. I actually have an affinity for people who are loserish, but, like, they embrace it. Because there's something so pure about that. It's almost like, yeah, you're too pure for this world. Embracing your loserishness. That's hard to say. Because on some level, I feel the exact same way. Like, I feel oftentimes I'm an outcast. I'm an outsider. And it's like, just, I accept that role and embrace that role. It's no big deal. It is what it is. But when you're, when you're a loser and you try to pretend like you're like, I'm the coolest, bro. Let me tell you this awesome story that you're going to love. It's like, oh my God. You have no self-perception ability. None. None. Like, she thinks when she's telling this story that I'm going to tell everybody about that time I really owned Trump on Twitter. I totally wrecked him. Pwned. It's like, actually, if it was you versus Trump, you would be obliterated so thoroughly that it would be maybe the saddest thing we've ever seen in our lives. Like, you think your folksy, you know, your folksy, like, soccer mom sounding thing is gonna work on that dude? You're gonna do these grandstanding, like, grandiose, way too drawn out, long soliloquies, and he's just gonna respond with like a quick one-liner and destroy you. This is the woman who the media has been telling us all along is, quote, the most electable. The most electable. The most electable. That ain't electable. That's that inspires nobody to really be excited to get out there and canvass for you and help, you know, bring people in and then go vote for you and organize. That's going to inspire people. That ain't inspiring Dickie McKee's acts, bro. It's not happening. Bland corporate centrist through and through, all day long, every policy position. Just, I am the status quo, that's me. Return to normalcy with me. That mixed with no personality. None. And, okay, again, I have to stress this point. It's not, the fact that she has no personality and she's a loser is not the issue here. The issue is, that's the reality about her. But she thinks she's nailing it, and she's like God's gift to this earth, and she has some unique ability to take down a dude who would curb stomp her in 1,000 ways in one debate. So, come on, man. Come on. Now, okay, listen, I got to relax a little bit. You could say I'm reading too much into this. I'm being too unfair, too unkind to Amy Klobuchar. You can believe that. You can say that. But you'd be wrong. Because, yeah, this is Amy, come on. What are you doing here? And I'll get in trouble for it in the same way. Remember when I spoke about Elizabeth Warren and her awkward forced dancing, and they were like, how dare you tell a woman to be more authentic? It's like, okay, you know what? Take your PC outrage and shove it. I don't care. That was a super awkward dance, and you're lying to yourself if you're acting like it wasn't, and you're lying to yourself if you don't think it was forced. That was definitely her advisor telling her to do it, and then she tried to do it, and it was like, all around. In the case of Amy Klobuchar, I have no problem saying it. Super awkward, super loserish, but she also thinks she's the shit, and it is beyond unbearable, which is why I sound right now like I can't bear it.